know it's almost lunchtime. Okay, this is Samson. He comes. My VIP group always follows wherever he goes. So let's stand up. Can we have a little music? Just move a little, okay? Almost lunch. Okay? I'm also going to give a kiss from me to you, okay? So look around. I know it's lunchtime, but these are chocolates, so do beware if you do have any kind of allergies. But feel free to take a kiss from me to you. Okay. Thank you. Have a seat, you guys. I just wanted everyone to get up, feel alive. I know it kind of gets a little monotonous. So, I have to give one disclaimer. I came off a horse in 2007. My brain doesn't always work the greatest. And so, all of this, I tried to memorize. It comes from my heart. But sometimes my brain doesn't work, and so I have to bring my notes, so I apologize. Please know this comes from deep inside of me. Okay. Why am I here talking to you today, and who am I? I'm here because I've failed. I've failed at being a mom, being a good friend, running businesses. I have failed because of a life full of chaos, confusion, and excuses. And I failed up until Cincy. And why should you care? You should care because I don't want you to fail. And whether you're a mom, single person, student, you've probably sat on the struggle bus alongside me. You should care because we are a Cincy community of togetherness. And whether you know it or not, we have a huge influence on one another. And I'm not talking about social media influencers. I'm talking about stories, influencing each other with our personal lives. And today I'm going to talk to you about the magic of discipline and how it can transform your personal and Cincy life. Hi, my name is Missy Bernhardt. I'm a stay-at-home mom, fire wife, TBI survivor, homeschool teacher, Christian, rancher, animal rescuer, and more importantly today, a Cincy consultant.
Yes.
In the previous chapters of my life, I lived a life of a ranch wife, hence the boots. I came prepared. If you do not know much about agriculture, just know that every day is a different story. Every day is dependent upon weather, and in my case, it was cows. I was married in my last quarter at Cal Poly. We went immediately to President Reagan's ranch in Santa Barbara, and then moved to Northern California, and then eventually came back to the Central Coast and Central California, riding horses for the public. I think we moved maybe 6-7 times in 7 years. And although during this time, I saw some amazing gifts from God. I saw horses, wild horses, breeze past me without making a sound. I saw bubbling brooks that no one had drank from. But I also saw that ranching had no time frame. Whether we were going to celebrate our anniversary, had plans for the day, weather and cows always had the last say. I can remember us living in Alturas in the middle of winter. We were calving out new pairs, and sometimes moms don't accept their calves, and so we would bring in calf after calf after calf, and we had been out there probably 10 hours by the time your day is done. I had plenty of days in my flip-flops and PJs, opening gates, grabbing ropes, fixing waters. I actually even tagged calves 3 days before my son came. That was life. It was always changing, never consistent, and our days were always reactive, never proactive. And although we loved the ranching lifestyle, shortly after I suffered a miscarriage, my husband and I decided to leave ranching. This was partly in hopes that he could pursue a more consistent job in the fire service. We spent a year dealing with infertility and everything that came with trying to be a fireman. I can gladly say God helped us with both those goals. My son was born, and then shortly thereafter, my husband completed the Fire Academy, and he was hired with OCFA. Woo-hoo! I thought life was finally on the right track. You know, we had come from chaos. Now maybe we were going to have some consistency. 9-to-5 job, even though it's not. So in 2021, I had a loss of a beloved cat. And if anyone knows me, they know that animals, hence Samson, are my everything. And that put me into a debilitating depression. So debilitating that I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. And luckily, my dear friend Pepper brought forth the Scentsy opportunity just at that right time. I knew if I didn't take it, I wouldn't be good for my son or my husband. So, determined not to fail in 2021, I decided to be consistent. I decided to be consistent with my business, consistent with meeting new people, consistent with my happy mail, consistent with doing events, fundraisers. So life had finally become the life of a fire wife and a Scentsy consultant, and it conformed to consistency. So that year I was able to take my husband on a honeymoon. Yeah, we had been married for 17 years and never taken a honeymoon. So luckily, thanks to Scentsy, I earned a once-in-a-lifetime Alaskan cruise along with my sisters and brothers, Scentsy sisters and brothers, and was able to buy my husband a ticket to join us. So over the next year, my consistency continued to pay off, and I earned another trip. This time I chose to go to the SFR. Prior to going, I had joined a mom's workout group. You see, I had been needing something, but I wasn't sure what it was. This group had a holistic approach to discipline. Discipline in working out, eating right, self-care, being a good mom, and leader. This group was a game changer for me. I had known consistency in the last few years, but I didn't know discipline. I went to the SFR with confidence in my business and listened intently as I heard every person talk about consistency, discipline, systems in their business. So of course, I came home fully motivated, ready to take on the world. But then, I fell flat on my face. Let's just say I got the worst case of hand, foot, and mouth and horrible vertigo. And I will kindly thank the fire service for that. My illness caused my motivation to disappear, but I fell back on discipline, which had just been instilled in me. So I made it through August on that. As I got better in September, I had a rejuvenated outlook and I was ready to recharge myself in my Scentsy business. I took the same principles that I had been taught about a disciplined life and had now applied them to my Scentsy business. I started saying no to the things that were not part of my vision. You see, I'm a huge people pleaser, and this was very rough. It was a really hard time. I started putting boundaries up for myself. I constantly listened to books on discipline, motivation, and successful people. I made my goals a priority. And you may ask, what is discipline? Discipline is freedom. Discipline is setting yourself up for success. Discipline is setting up rules and non-negotiables for your life. You know, doing the things that you don't want to do, like asking for parties, asking for someone to trust you with their Scentsy journey. Other forms of discipline include working out, saying no to the donut, living on a budget. One of my favorite quotes, Dave Ramsey, live like no one else now so you can live like no one else later. Some of my personal non-negotiables are waking up early, working out, hitting my macros, reading my Bible, and there is no excuses. My list includes everything to keep me healthy, mentally, physically, and spiritually. In essence, doing everything I need to do to be the best me. My work non-negotiables consist of scheduling posts, booking parties, events, or fundraisers, following up and not putting things off, doing the things that others are not willing to do. My decisions are completely in alignment with the life that I would like to have. You see, what I was missing, why I joined that group over last summer, is the achievement of my best self. I was finally honest with myself, and I wanted change. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that change. Are there days that I don't wanna do these things? Of course. Are there times I don't wanna follow up with customers? Yes. But my habits tell me not to quit. Whatever decisions I make today set me up for my success tomorrow. And I'm not ready to fail. And I'm not giving myself an option or an out. And you see, all of us in this room, each and every one of you, have what it takes. You just need to find that drive. Find this business in yourself and take charge of it. You see, our mind is the battleground, and we must win it every day. Change your mind, and it will change your life. So my days now start at 5:15, but by the time my son wakes up at 8, I have accomplished 90% of my non-negotiable list. And yes, I write everything down and check it off. I can't do it on my phone, I have to see it. This has afforded me more time to actually pay attention to my family, to my faith, our lifestyle, and to my customers, and to my business. By living this way, I am constantly hitting my targets. When my head hits the pillow, I know that I have done all that I could. And there is no better way to wake up in the morning with pure confidence in yourself, knowing that you can take on the day and smash your goals. Discipline has shown me I can do hard things. I can triumph over adversities, and I can be in charge of my own life. I can take small habits each day and transform them into who I want to be. No one is coming to save me. No one is coming to do the work for me. There is no magical cure in excelling in life. It's simply doing the things that you need to do. You gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I strongly believe anyone can achieve what they want with a concise goal, consistency, and disciplined habits. And if I can possibly influence one of you, and if we can positively influence our Scentsy community, there is no stopping us. And I'm not sure what you want out of your Scentsy business or in your life in general, but I do know, don't wait as long as I did to have discipline into the equation. Don't wait to be the best version of you and have the best business possible. Discipline has not only been a paradigm shift in my life, it's been a lifesaver. So, do you want to change? Do you want to change your business, your life? Start here. Start right now, today. Most consultants give up after 6 months. Don't be one of them. You are here today making your business a priority. Start making your life what you want it to be. Do something for the next few months that your future self will thank you for. Do what most people won't. And in those months, you can either have a list of excuses or a record of progress. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Which do you want to choose? Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. I do have a QR code. If you guys want to contact me, feel free. I'm going to have a little support group of Scentsy Consultants for Discipline, and you're more than welcome to contact me, follow me, anything like that.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.